What horrors will be uncovered when Pearl learns the shocking truth?
You killed my brother.
Santa Barbara.
Haley,
Look, Ted, I would really appreciate it if we didn't talk about last night, all right?
Now, wait a minute. I know I hurt your feelings, and I hate going around doing that. Now, I guess I just didn't handle myself very well.
Oh, no, you handled yourself fine. You rejected me perfectly, but don't worry, you won't have to do that again because I don't intend on throwing myself at you anymore. You know, it was just as embarrassing for me as it was for you, and I hate pretending like I'm somebody I'm not.
Now, look, you don't have to... Haley, you do not have to pretend to be anybody else with me.
Okay, I've learned my lesson.
That's not what I meant. Did you hear me call you when you took off? Huh? Did you hear me?
You called for me?
Yes.
But you didn't come after me, did you?
Well, no, because
Oh, Ted, it's all right. Look, I don't want to keep harping on this. I have work to do.
Hey, man, where were you? I thought I was going to have to run the show myself.
I can run the shows my life I'm having problems with right now.
Huh?
Now, listen, you did a super job today, but when we're back on the air, I want you to get right onto exactly what happened at your house.
Fine.
Okay, and don't pull any punches. This Lily Light and her rock-throwing friends of hers are dangerous. I think it's about time that this town found that out.
What? My leg. It's killing me. I've been trying to keep it from you, but the pain is just too much.
I know, sweetheart, you're being so brave. You deserve a medal for it.
And every stab of pain reminds me of Santana.
Because she did it? You know, I'm sorry, but this is a great waste of time and acting talent on your part, you see? I'm not going to change my mind. I'm not going to press the additional charges against Santana. No? That's that.
Oh, sure. It's easy for you to forgive her. She didn't shoot you in the leg. You're not the one that's hobbling around
I am
on this.
sick of hearing about Santana. I am sick of hearing about Lily Light. What a stupid name. Two of your favorite subjects, and I'm sick of them.
Fine. Thank you very much.
All right, everybody. We're back to Speak Up now, and my guest today, Brick Wallace, manager of our local offshore casino, Nick's Place. Welcome back to Speak Up, Brick.
Thank you, Ted.
Now, I'd like to talk to you more about this new phenomenon in Santa Barbara, this cult leader, Lily Light. We're hearing all...
Heard too much of it already, thank you.
She's the one who scared you out of prosecuting Santana. She asked you to drop the charges, and poof, they were gone. You should have gotten rid of her the minute she set foot in this town. Instead, you practically gave her the keys to the city. You are such a coward, Keith.
Santana's been hurt enough. Cruz should be standing trial, not her.
Why? I don't understand what's going on between you and him.
It's not important for you to understand. Just stay out of the way.
I can't find Alice anywhere. You know, I hope I didn't get you up here for nothing. But yet, that story that she was telling me about Pearl's brother just seemed so wild, I just felt like I had to talk to Rawlings about it.
Well, she's got to be around here.
But nobody seems to know where she is. But I did ask to speak to the head nurse.
Well, man, if she can't tell you, then something funny is going on.
Good evening, gentlemen. I understand that you've been making inquiries about one of our patients, Alice.
That's right. You're Nurse Gaynor, right?
That's correct.
Well, we're having trouble locating Alice.
Oh, well, I'm afraid no one can see one of our patients without the permission of Dr. Rawlings.
Fine, then take us to Dr. Rawlings.
I'm sorry, that's not possible.
And why is that not possible?
Because Dr. Rawlings isn't here.
Then why don't you tell us where he is?
Well, I'm afraid I can't say. All I know is that he was called out of town quite suddenly. Urgent business.
Jesse, you've been doing it for so long.
No, Courtney, we're almost through. If my brother's in there, we should just about be finding him.
And perhaps even join. I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Bradford, but I'm afraid your little witch hunt has just come to an end. I'm sorry it had to end this way, but at least you'll have the consolation of knowing that your brother is finally going to have some company after all these years.
Yeah. You'll probably get a lot of good feedback from this.
Oh, I'm sure you will. And you're also going to get some subpoenas, gentlemen. By the way, Mr. Capwell, I'm sure you're aware of the equal time rule. And I'm looking forward to the opportunity to defend myself against the slanderous accusations you and Mr. Wallace have made against me. And I hope you give me that time as soon as possible.
What you really mean is you want some free air time to publicize yourself.
It's not easy going through life being so suspicious about everyone, is it, Mr. Wallace?
No, but with frauds like you, it's a smart thing to do.
I want to get on the air, Mr. Capwell.
Well, if you have any problems, any questions, you have to take them to the station manager.
Fine. And I'm going to point out that your radio program is nothing but free advertisement for your family's casino.
You can tell me anything you want. All right, meanwhile, though, I've got a show to run. Excuse me, and thank you very much, Brick.
Anytime.
Mr. Wallace, everything you had to say about me on the air was a lie.
The truth is, Miss Light, you're guilty of everything I accused you of. I just happen to leave out a couple of things.
Such as?
Like the reason you want to close my casino to build your own personal cathedral. You don't want to stop gambling in Santa Barbara.
No, you're wrong. I want both. You can go ahead and shout that from any rooftop you like. Wouldn't it be more practical to have your message sent across the air? Maybe we should take this to the people. I'm not afraid if you're not.
I'm not afraid. I'll welcome it. Because I'm going to expose you this town for the fraud that you really are. Do you realize that my wife is terrified to go outside because of you and your people? You're a menace, and I want you out of here, out of my town. And I'm willing to go on the air and say that anytime they want me to.
Well, let's see what we can arrange. In the meantime, I'm going to do my best to close down your casino. My followers are on their way now to demonstrate again tonight.
Fine, I'll be expecting you.
I'm afraid I'm not going to be there in person. You see, I have somewhat larger plans this evening. But you're welcome to be my guest tonight at the Capwell Hotel.
What do you mean? What are you going to try to pull?
Time will tell, Mr. Wallace.
You really are a menace.
And remember, whenever you want to, I'll take issue with you on the air. I'm ready for you. In the meantime, stay tuned to this station, because the next voice you hear may be mine. Haley, it's nice to see you again.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Listen, you completely misunderstood what I was trying to tell you before.
No, I didn't, I don't think. I understood what you said last night even, that you thought I was acting like Gina. Well, maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. But Ted, I'm so tired of you accusing me of things and not trusting me.
Wait a minute, Haley, you don't understand what I'm trying to say.
Gina may not be Sandra Day O'Connor, Ted, but she's all the family I have. And I'm not going to let my family be run down by you or anyone else.
Why? Do you have it in for Cruz so
I
much?
said let's drop it, okay?
All right, forget about him. The people we really have problems with are Lily Light and Santana. They're the ones that are out to destroy me, along with Mason. And unlike you, I'm not going to go down without a fight.
Oh, good. You go ahead. You go fight it. Fight it by yourself. And here, take your glass slippers and go find yourself a frog prince.
I think you have your fairy tales mixed up, just like everything else in your life.
Hello. Yeah. How bad is she? Well, thanks for calling, and I'll be there as soon as I can.
What's wrong?
It's my grandmother. She's sick. She's asking for me.
I didn't even know you had a grandmother.
We all have grandmothers. Most of us have two.
One that was alive, I mean.
Well, she may not be longer, so I gotta go, and you gotta go, too.
All right, I'm going. Sorry about your grandmother. You gonna call me?
Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, I hope your grandmother gets better. And I hope you drop dead.
Ma'am, would you go
going to have to do is find Dr. Rawlings. This is police business.
I've told you, I don't know where he is.
And I've told you to find the man now.
Cruz, let's just drop it, okay?
What?
Let's just forget it. It's not that big a deal, man. We'll just come back sometime next week. Oh, look, we're sorry we bothered you.
Now the two of you have found your way in here, so I am sure that you don't need me to show you out. I'll tell Doctor you stopped by.
Thank you.
What the hell was that about?
I wanted to get rid of her because I just saw Alice going in that room right there.
Please put that gun down.
I'm sorry, Miss Capwell. Genuinely sorry.
So, you admit it, huh? You killed my brother.
Brian wouldn't leave well enough alone.
So you buried him here, in a church cellar behind a brick wall?
I couldn't afford to let him be found. I did what I had to do.
What do you mean you did what you had to do?
For the sake of my other patients. I dedicated my life to making sick minds well. I knew that I could go on helping people with or without a medical degree, but Brian couldn't see it that way. He was determined to expose me, to run me out of the profession. That's why he had to be silenced. And now, the two of you. But you won't be telling anyone anything now, no more than Brian.
Haley. Oh, Miss Light. I hope you're not waiting for our station manager. He won't be back this evening.
Well, actually, I was waiting for you.
Me?
Yes, I happened to overhear your discussion with Ted Capwell. And I must admit, I really admire your loyalty to your aunt.
Well, like I said, she's all the family I have.
You mean no mother or father?
No.
Oh, that's so sad. Losing everyone so young. Almost everyone, anyway. I went through the same thing myself. I don't have any family either.
Your parents are both dead also?
I went through a very lonely time in this world until I found the way. Found the light. That's why I understand you. People can't know how much Gina means to you because she's your only relative. And Ted can only see her shortcomings. Which we all have, don't we? And I think Ted would like to see a better influence in your life. Well, you know, one day Gina might change. You could help her change.
No, I don't think I could influence Gina one way or the other.
Well, you mustn't underestimate yourself. And we all have the power to bring goodness to people. Sometimes we just need a way to tap it. Haley, you know what I'd really like?
What?
I'd like it if you came to a little informal meeting I'm having tonight.
Oh, I don't think I
Well,
can.
it's just a small meeting. You don't have to make a decision now, but... Here, time and place are on there. If you have some time, I'd like you to come. Could open up some new doors for you, Haley. You never know.
It's very nice of you to ask. I'll try.
What are you doing here?
Oh, Aunt Gina.
Just get out of here. Leave her alone.
No, we were just talking.
Gina, I know you're angry. But one day you're going to realize I had to intercede for Santana.
Not in this life, I won't.
Well, we'll see. Why don't you come to the Capwell Hotel tonight? I'm sure you can make all kinds of new discoveries for yourself.
Anything I want to discover about myself, I already know. So why don't you just get out of my life and out of hers as well?
Well, I see you're very upset. We'll meet again. Soon, I hope.
Goodbye.
Why would you even talk to her? Why are you looking at me like that?
You know, I took your advice about Ted last night, and it ruined our relationship for good.
I can't believe that. You must have done something wrong.
Oh, I did. I listened to you. But believe me, I will never do that again.
How are you feeling?
Don't have long.
Talk like that, you're gonna be fine. Well, you know you're gonna be out in the garden.
We both know. Let's not pretend. I don't want to leave you any more than Katie did.
I don't want to talk about her.
You know what day tomorrow is?
No.
Oh, Keith,
Somehow you have got to learn to accept your sister's death.
I want the man responsible for it punished. For Katie's sake, I'm gonna get Castillo. I'm gonna get him.
Alice, we need to know. Please tell us. Would you just tell us what's going on? Look, we only want to help Pearl. We can't do anything until you tell us what's happening.
Alice, sweetheart, look at me. Now, we are friends of Pearl's just like you are, and we're worried about her. Do you know why? That's right. Now, you told him a story about his brother Brian's death. Darling, why are you so frightened? Are you scared of Dr. Rawlings? Because believe me, nothing bad is going to happen to you if you talk to us. But we do need to know if what you told Pearl is true.
What is going on here? I thought I told the two of you to leave.
Listen, it's okay. It's all right. We just came to pay a visit on a friend.
I want you both out of here. I am going to report this entire incident to Dr. Rawlings the minute he returns from Boston.
Boston? Well, I'll be. Thank you very much, nurse. Oh, and Nurse Gaynor, before you lose your temper with this girl, do remember, she didn't tell us anything. Better contact the Boston police immediately.
Right behind you.
Well, I just spoke personally with the chief of police in Boston, and he's going to send somebody to check out the church basement.
Well, what else can we do?
I don't know. Just hope the cops get to Rawlings before he gets to Courtney and Pearl. I don't know what the hell else we can do.
Hey, man, is there something else that's bothering you?
You ever get the feeling your life is out of control?
Who, me? Man, I don't have a worry in the world. Nobody else does either except you.
That's supposed to be funny?
No, I'm telling you like it is.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. You know what I think?
What?
You found out you're human and you don't like it.
You know, Paul, you say a lot of stupid things in your time, but that takes the cake.
Trust me, man. Whatever it is that's bothering you, man, or what's happening to you, just gotta keep giving them hell. You'll be all right.
Great. I'm glad I mentioned this to you, otherwise I'd still be depressed.
I'm not a psychiatrist, but at least I got you to smile.
I'm not smiling.
What is that?
Hey, man, I don't want to talk to you. Get me out of here.
That's a good idea. Otherwise, they might decide to keep you in here.
You know, your friend Alice was the one who told me everything. I'm afraid she's not very good at keeping secrets, but then neither was Owen.
What'd you do to Alice? Where is she?
Keep working, Mr. Bradford. You don't have to worry about Alice. After I leave here, I'm going back to the hospital, and things will go on as usual, just as if you and your brother had never existed. And, of course, you won't any longer exist, I mean.
You forget it. I'm not doing your dirty work no more. I'll be darned if I'm gonna dig my own grave here.
Pick it up again, Mr. Bradford, and get back to work.
Come on. Take your best shot. Come on.
In that case, I'm gonna kill her anyway. And if you don't do as I say, I'm going to kill her right now.
Pearl, please. Just do as he says, okay? Please. Dr. Rawlings, I know that there's no escape, but I'm really afraid. I'm afraid of dying.
Don't be afraid. Death is a necessary part of life. And I promise I'll make it as painless as possible. I don't like hurting people. I like helping them. You don't realize how much I helped your brother. I helped to make him strong again. But then he turned against me and threatened to expose me. I cured him. I showed him how to deal with his problems and with his fears. And that was the thanks I got. Oh, I really wish it hadn't come to this. If the two of you had just left things alone, if you hadn't gone probing into the past.
Dr. Rawlings, I really can't breathe. I'm really dizzy.
Oh, my God!
You tell me to forget about the past, and you keep all these reminders of Katie around.
I keep Katie alive in my heart. I like to remember the joy she gave us. I like to remember the way she lived.
I think I don't.
You only remember the way she died. But Keith...
She was a champion swimmer. How could she have drowned?
I don't know the answer any more than you do, Keith. But it's wrong to want to punish a man you really know isn't guilty.
What do you mean?
I know what's happening.
What?
Oh, I read the papers, and I can read between the lines. I know what you've been up to lately. Hounding Cruz Castillo. It isn't right. I don't like it. Keith, I'm afraid for you.
Why?
Because of what it's doing to you. You can't live in the past, honey. It's not a fashionable area. Well, move on. Find a girl, get married, start a family.
Right. First thing this evening.
I mean it. Oh, it would make me so happy if you had someone you love. Do you?
What?
Well,
do you? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. I am.
Really?
Somebody I'm very close to.
Really? Why haven't you brought her to see me?
Well, She works, and you've been ill.
Oh, it would make me feel 100% better. Is it serious? Are you going to marry her?
Probably, eventually.
Then bring her to me. Will you do that?
She's busy. Mostly.
Tell her about me. She'll come. Would you, come tomorrow?
Oh, Grant.
Please, Keith.
I'll do my best, but I can't promise.
Yes, you can. You can do that for me. And one more thing.
Oh, what? Bring the grandchildren tomorrow.
No, I'm not that impatient. I want you to give up the reminder of Katie you've been carrying around.
No.
Now, don't say no to me. Do it. You still have it, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, take it out. I want to see it. Please.
It is the only proof I have of what happened that day.
It isn't proof. It's just an earring
It
someone...
was found near Katie's body.
Oh, Keith, you have got to get over this obsession before it takes over your life. Start now. Thank you. Now, with this and seeing my well, not my granddaughter, seeing your fiancé tomorrow makes me a very happy woman. Now that you've done this, give up the hatred too. And the wanting of your revenge.
For your sake, I'll give up going after Castillo.
You gotta do something in return. You gotta get well. And get some rest. Okay?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Normally, I don't make bargains, but in this case, I'm a little tired. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt to have a little rest. What's her name?
Who?
Who? The woman you're going to marry.
Gina. DeMott.
Gina. I'm going to like her.
What do you want?
I have to talk to you. I promise you, you won't be sorry.
Make it fast. You know what time it is? It's late.
Seems to get late earlier these days. I've heard that Santana may not have to face all those charges.
Wait. Santana may not have to face the charges?
That's what Keith said.
Oh, how upsetting. I mean, you worked so hard to put her in the gas chamber. That must be very disappointing.
Cruz, I just wanted to make sure that justice was done and to protect Brandon.
Don't worry about Brandon. I'll take care of Brandon. Now, what do you want?
Well, I was just thinking that, well, maybe if I had some information that might help with
Wait a second. You want to make a deal with me, Gina? You want to head me off? You think you can? Think you can stop me from finding out how you got to Santana, how you got her hooked on those pills?
No.
Is that what you're thinking?
No, that isn't
Good.
it.
That's good. Because if that's what you're dreaming about, God help you. I don't know what you could possibly have that I might want. Yeah. You mean that? Wait, well, let me get this straight. You're not going to press for any further charges against Santana. Is that what you're saying? I will. You're damn right it makes me happy. I bet. You and Keith, I should have guessed. Still a team, aren't you? All right, well, I gotta go. I'll walk you out.
But you haven't even let me tell you what I came to say.
Well, that's okay, you see, Gina, because I don't care what you came to say. After you.
Gene. Keith. What do you do when you're not in charge anymore, Rawlings? Let's see how big a man you are now.
Please, I know how you feel. Don't hurt me.
Don't hurt you? After all the people you hurt in the hospital, you expect mercy from me?
I didn't mean to hurt anybody. I told you that.
Earl, I think that you...
No, Courtney, please. Let me handle it.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish what my brother Brian started. Yeah. I am gonna expose you for the total insane fraud that you are. But first, you're gonna finish what I started. You are gonna dig through that wall and pull my brother out.
Yes, of course. Anything you say.
I think you should kill him. When I think of what he did to your brother and what a horrible way that would have been to die.
First you dig. Come on!
What are you doing? You said you want me to dig?
That's right. But not with that. I want you to use your hands. Pretend that you're behind that wall, like Brian was, and you gotta dig yourself out.
Hello.
I'm busy, Gina. I have a lot of work to do.
Really, I've been thinking about what you said. I've been really worrying about it. Look, I don't think you're really through with me or Ted.
Well, I would be if you'd let me.
Come on, Haley, I don't believe that. You love both of us. You don't really want to give up either one of us. That's what I came here to talk to you about, because I figured out a way you don't have to.
Oh, and how's that?
Acting like you hate me.
What?
Just pretend in front of Ted that you can't stand me. That he was right, that you've finally given up on me. It's that simple. I promise you he'll come around.
Gina, I don't like that idea.
Well, I think it's a good solution temporarily.
Well, I don't like it.
Well, why not? I mean, what's not to like?
Gina, I'm not going to live another lie. That's what got me into all this trouble to begin with, all right?
Hey, you don't have to lie. You don't have to do anything. I'll handle it.
No, wait, you're not going to handle it. What are you doing?
I don't need to go into the details. Just give me 2 minutes alone with Ted.
Don't go in there and start telling him things that aren't true.
I'm going to take care of everything. Don't worry.
Hey, you're not supposed to come in here.
Well, I had to come. I know you know the reason. I mean, you set it up.
What you talking about, Gina?
Come on. I came here because I had to say goodbye, thanks to you, to the only living relative that I have. I'm surprised at Haley. She finally bought the whole Capwell line. She turned her back on me. It's like the rest of your family has. Well, it's time I told you what I really think about you, Ted. I don't think you're good enough for her. And I'm not happy that the two of you broke up. No, I'm thrilled, in fact. I am tickled pink. And if you're thinking about trying to get back together with her because I'm out of her life now, don't bother, because you don't deserve her. That's all I have to say. Go ahead. Play your records. Did you hear that?
Yes. And you're wasting your breath, because Gina, I have nothing to do with that.
Oh, wait a minute. I just smoothed everything over between you and Ted. You don't even have anything to argue about anymore. The least you could do is be grateful.
Well, I'm not. Sorry to disappoint you. Now, we just go home.
All right. But, Haley, I want you to remember something. Most people in this life only want to take advantage of you. There's only a few of us you can trust. People that are near and dear to you, like family. Like me. Will you at least call me?
Ted, what Gina just came in and told you, it was a lie. If you didn't know, she just wanted to say something that you may have wanted to hear.
I figured.
You knew.
Well, I knew you wouldn't turn your back on her. So you could never do that.
I know, and I sometimes wish I could. Well,
Haley. Listen, about what happened between us last night. You don't know how much I wanted you.
I've never felt so humiliated.
I'm sorry. It's just that, you kind of surprised me. You weren't acting like yourself. I'm thinking maybe if we just kind of forget about what happened last night. In case you haven't noticed, I'm trying to make up with you.
Are you?
Yeah. In fact, I was even thinking about asking you out on a date. If I did, would you say yes?
I don't know. I don't know what I feel anymore, Ted.
Would you hurry up?
I'm doing the best I can.
In that case, move out of the way. I'm gonna finish up here. You train this gun on him. He makes one move, Courtney. You blast him, all right?
Earl,
No. Don't worry about a thing. He's gonna be a good boy. But if he gets killed, bam! Right between the eyes, okay? You sit down. That way I can see you. You got that. Sit.
What are you gonna do after you find the body?
What am I gonna do? That's none of your business. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, here.
Pearl, I think it's the police.
In that case, we're gonna have to close down this operation right now.
How dare you? What are you doing here?
Ah, the door was unlocked. You should be a lot more careful, Lily. Oh, what's all this here? A cigarette and a beer? Ooh, I see that Miss Lily Light has some human weaknesses after all. I wonder what your followers would say if they could see you now.
You think you made a big discovery here?
No, but the people who believe in you might. Or don't you care about them?
I don't have to prove anything to you, Mr. Wallace.
Oh, yeah. Lucky you don't, because you can't. There's not much justification in preaching one thing and doing another, is there?
Never pretended to be a saint.
That's good, because me, I like a little weakness in a woman.
All right. What do you want? What are you really trying to find out?
If you restrict your personal failings to alcohol and tobacco, or do you have any other shady areas? Because if you do, I was thinking you might be open to a little proposal.
Well, I might be. It depends.
I was thinking about a business partnership. See, I figure you and I are both alike. Maybe I'm just an ex-carny operator trying to make a buck any way he can, and I figure you're about the same. I figure if we get together, we could do just fine.
What makes you think I'm not any better than you are?
Oh, intuition. I've got a sixth sense about these things.
So do I. But we still have to get through tomorrow.
What about tomorrow?
The radio confrontation we set up about the casino.
Oh, we can cancel it.
I've got a better idea. You know, it would be wonderful.
What?
If you would come over to my point of view. Right on the air. Now, wouldn't that stir things up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would.
Tell me something. Am I right about you? Is all this family stuff just as fake as I think it is? You just seem to be too, interesting to be the stay-at-home type. I bet you get around.
I bet you do, too.
Do you get around?
Do you?
A little. When no one's looking. I'm only human.
I bet you're real human.
Oh, I am. Very human. It's only natural. What's the matter?
Sure didn't take much to get you to come on to me, did it? Now that I've got your number, all I have to do is tell everybody else about it, too, huh? I'll, see you in the morning, Lily.
Go away. Not until we chat. I saw Gina a little while ago. She seemed anxious to make some kind of deal with me. You know anything about that?
No, I don't.
Well, I got the feeling she wanted to offer me some information about you.
Well, obviously, you didn't find out what she wanted to offer.
I didn't have time to listen.
Well, take time to listen to this. If you find something you can use against me, you trot right downtown and you use it. But don't ever come around here again.
So why did you drop those charges against Santana?
You like looking gift horses in the mouth, don't you? Some people don't think it's a good idea.
I just want to know why you did it. I know it wasn't out of the goodness of your heart. So what was it? Did you finally realize you couldn't make him stick? Or are you starting to feel the heat on your own neck, Keith? That's the impression I got from Gina.
Impressions don't carry much weight in court. Now get out of here.
I'm on the verge of nailing you, aren't I? I can almost taste it.
Get out.
Impossible. I laid those bricks myself.
It's empty. It's totally empty.
Yes, but
Courtney. Courtney, do you realize what this means?
Brian must be alive.
Alive? Do you think he's alive?
Yes, I do.
Brian, he's alive! He's alive!
There's no way.
Wait, what's this?
What?
This.
Oh, it's a dog's collar.
That damn dog.
What dog?
The one we had at the institution. He must have gotten in here and dug Brian out.